Hey guys, it's IcyNewYear, and we're back with more Better Than Starting Manned. I earned enough science, and I unlocked heavy rocketry, and I'm up to 86 science, so 4 points away from unlocking something else. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to unlock. I'm leaning towards advanced flight control, because I'm fairly certain that my next big step here is I need to get to the Mun, and I don't think I can do it without advanced flight control. And you're going to see why here. So what I did is I went around with my probe and I found a couple other places I hadn't found yet, which was this one here, the orbiting prober. There's a couple biomes I hadn't gotten yet, so I grabbed those. And then I was playing around with the heavy rocketry. I wasn't recording, but I was playing around. And I launched this thing and I actually managed to get into a polar orbit, where I picked up polar and tundra biomes from that. This one actually has a little bit of fuel left, so we could bring it in if we wanted. I think the only biome I'm missing on ravioli scans now is Badlands, and I don't know where those are. Like, I was looking at a little map of everything, and like I just don't even know where the Badlands are in relation. I think they're like they seem like there wasn't much of them on the land, but this guy has a lot of stuff, like a lot of electric charge left. And I guess our next major thing that I think we'll get a lot of science out of is if we can get a manned capsule into orbit. Because if we can get a manned capsule into orbit, we can basically just pick up several more biomes worth of science. And I think I've already gotten coast. I'm gonna check real quick. Shores, I mean, yeah, we already got shore. But you can see from here we fly over and we hit a lot of the ocean. We're not in a perfect polar orbit, but close. There we go. The ice caps. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure where Badlands are. But yeah. And for those of you guys, up there telling me save some fuel for bringing probes back, etc., etc., I'm not really worried about it. I kind of like having my probes continuously in air. I think it's cool. So basically, yeah, I'm not going to be bringing most of my orbiting probes home. Apparently, I forgot to turn my music back on again. Oh, crap, I just moved Kerbal. There we go. Sorry about that. Actually, I need to bring this down just a tad. I'm not going to be worried about bringing my probes home. I think it's cool that they're just floating about. I like it a lot. Okay, so propulsion, let's see, control-wise, I definitely need an RCS fuel tank on this guy. Actually, I want to get a decoupler on here first. RCS fuel tank. And I'm still not sure if there's any advantage to having 4 of these as opposed to 3. But whatever. We're gonna put 4 on this one. Actually, how much do these weigh? 0.05. We'll drop it down to 3 actually. So there we go. 3 of those. Before I forget, I better put parachute on here. What else do I need? Okay, so that's the basics of this. I need a fuel tank, and I think I'm going to put another small fuel tank on here too. Put this engine on, and now we're going to another decoupler. And our jumbo fuel tank. And this thing is such a beast. I love it. It's super cool. There we are. And then how I've been getting this baby up. And I have to test something. So we're probably going to launch this twice. I don't know if this needs the heat sinks on it if I only have 6 of them. So what we're going to do is big manned orbiter. Okay, I need some science gear on here. I need some communicatrons. There we go. And I need some batteries. We need a decent bit of batteries, so I'm going to put a full 6 stack on here. Perfect. Okay, now I want to change my crew up. We don't want Bill. Jeb's dead. We'll take Jack. Okay. Clear the launch pad and proceed. So this launch might not work. I might need to put the fins on there. Actually, I might need the fins on there anyway. We're going to try it without control fins first, and then we'll probably change them back on. So I want to toggle the torque to turn off the reaction wheels, turn off electric charge, RCS. Oh, definitely forgot to throttle up before I launched, but that's fine. So far, no overheating issues. Obviously, the liquid engine's going to overheat like crazy if I throttle it up to max. And we're also seeming to be able to contain our, like, you know, going straight in atmosphere thing, so cool. Now, this is my big concern, whether or not I'm going to overheat before they go out. I think I'll be fine. Because my probe that I have going in a polar orbit is very, very similar to this, except I did have winglets on each of the solid fuel boosters to disperse the heat. So that was something I did, which I don't know if I needed to. We're veering just a little here. We're spinning as well, which with just these RCS, I am not able to stop that spinning. I pretty much am not going to be able to control while I have this whole thing on because I don't have the winglets. So I have to see, oh, I can get a little bit of push on this, but this is really hard to control. It's really hard to control. I don't think that these are gonna do anything for me. No. Okay, we're gonna just start slightly turning this way. There we go. And now we'll be able to take more control over this thing. Cool. Let's bring up our map. What I want to do is go ahead and start getting this, cut the engines real quick. Start getting this in line for where I want it to be. Just to make it easier to control once we're at the right spot. Okay, I'm going to wait till I'm about a minute out from my apotheosis. There we go, that looks good to me. And we're going to kick this up. And whether or not I can actually get this into orbit, I'm not positive. We'll try. It's very heavily wanting to roll, which is interesting. Is it unbalanced? I'm still not the best at getting into orbit. It's still kind of a messy art for me. Probably cut this down a little. This is not working. I wish you could see how high you were in the map screen. That'd be nice. So how I got the other one to orbit was basically as I'd keep myself about 30 seconds away from it, 30 to 15, somewhere in that area. And every time it got lower than that, or too much lower than that, I'd just pull upwards a little. And then when it got far enough away, I'd just level out a little. So it's like this little dance between the two. Okay, so we're at 30 seconds away. Let's just kind of bring it back a little. This is just like not pushing this farther away at all. 26 seconds, 25 seconds, yeah. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong at this point. So that's how I got the other one in orbit. So every time I got real close, I would just pull it back so I'd get a little more height. And I'd just kind of dance between those two. There we go, we're up back to 14, so like here I'd pull back up. We don't seem to be pushing the hypothesis away whatsoever, though. 8. Okay, we're pushing it a little bit. So I'm wondering if we just don't have enough speed going into this. So we're actually going rather slow. Now we're not going to the break orbit. It's not happening. Nope. Okay, so at this point, what we're going to do is just push directly to the horizon. Oop, whoop, whoop, too far. Too far. And just see if we can get Everton of the landmass to do a reading on. Because I believe I've already gotten the ocean biome here. Fairly certain I have. Okay. I do need to kill... Okay, I've already killed my electric charge. Crew report. No scientific value. Okay. Didn't think there would be, but figured I'd check. And yeah, we're not going to get much further here. So we need a bit more thrust. We need to get up a little higher here. Basically, I think my issue is I'm not going fast enough. When I'm starting those turns. Either that or I need to start my turns earlier. No, I'm just not going fast enough. I think. Okay, well, you know what? Let's go and revert this guy back to assembly, and we'll make some changes here. Let's go ahead and put this on 8. There we go. And for 8, okay, and we're going to put winglets on these. It's both going to diffuse the heat a little. Actually, we need to move this whole system down. It's both going to diffuse the heat a little and give us some steering and atmosphere. Here, I think I'm going to cut one of these fuel tanks off. We'll see how this works. Okay. Let's hope for the best. Prepare for the worst. Oh, yeah. So we're going to do one more launch here. And, of course, Jeb's in there. 3, 2, 1. We have lift up. No, I'm not going to lift off yet. I need to do something. Turn that off and toggle the torque before I forget. 3, 2, 1, launch. And, found you can throttle to about here and still not overheat. We got good speed going up. I'm really concerned for, I'm concerned when these boosters run out, how well this engine's going to be able to push up that many empty boosters. I'm also very concerned, like, going beyond this episode. I've never gone to the Mun. I've never gone to any other planet. And I'm a little concerned about that. Like, how that whole process works. So if anyone has any advice or any videos that are good to watch before I start that process, I'd love to see them. Like, I think I understand the general process. Basically, get in orbit, and then from orbit, you want to leap and, you know, start getting towards a Munner orbit. Ugh, that sounds weird. I don't know. I've never done any docking. I don't know how that whole system works. I've never done, like, multi-launch flights or anything. So, I have a lot to learn there, and I'd love any advice you guys could give me, or any videos that are good to watch. Okay. I probably shouldn't cut my engines yet. I don't know. I want to wait till I'm in space to really... Oop. Oh my god, that is really hard to control with just the RCS. There we go. So I'm going to burn this way at like a 90 degree or a 45. Or not. I mean, that works too. Okay, so let's see if we manage to do any of this. I mean, oh, I gotta bring this up. I want to wait till I'm closer. And then I want to burn this way. I'm going to start burning at about a minute out. Just to give myself some more reaction time here. There we go. And this is basically what I did before. I was like, you know, here. And then as I got closer, I dragged back a little. Which would normally increase the time. But I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I think it might be just not having enough speed here. Because, you know, dragging back, aiming more upward is not increasing my time till I hit. So that's what I would do. I would dance between the 90 and the 45 mainly. And I know there's a significant difference in weight between the manned and the probe cores, but I don't understand why it's changing so drastically between the two processes. I also wish there was a way to make sure like that stay up. So I'm just like not gaining any ground whatsoever. Well, a little bit here. It's staying at 20 at least. Maybe I just need to turn 90 and burn a lot longer. Like a lot earlier and not try to push it as close. Not try to be as fuel efficient as I was trying to be. Okay. I mean, can I push this back a little? Or is that not going to happen? A little bit. We're going a lot faster than last time. We were going, you know, 950 meters a second. I can't remember what I was told you needed to break. What orbital speed you needed. We're holding it steady at least. 9 seconds. So that's a good thing. If we can just push it back a little. 10 seconds. We're just like not making any progress and I'm leaning this far. 11. Okay, here we go. We're in the money now. I want to get this back to like 20, 30, somewhere in that area before I go back to 90. Or I guess towards the horizon. Okay, we're making some progress. We have a lot of electric charge left. Not that much liquid fuel, which is a huge concern. We can probably cut this down a little now, though. No, we can't. Can we go at the 90 without losing time? So we're going to push a little bit, then we'll pull back. Like 8 seconds or so. Okay, start pulling back. And this is like the dance that freaks me out, because like one screw up and I'm gone. Oh, too much. Come on. We get that going up. Get that number going up. We're not going to have the fuel to do this, though. Okay, so I need a bigger amount of fuel. Because the extra weight from the man pod is pretty substantial. But at least I have the basic concept here. And we'll probably try again on the next episode. We'll just let this liquid fuel run out here. If you guys have any tips for me on the whole orbiting thing, I'd love to hear them. Obviously, I'm still pretty noob to this all. We might be able to get that, like, landmass. I don't know if we're going to be high enough. But we will give it a shot. Go ahead and burn out the rest of our fuel. And I don't know, about halfway there. We almost did it. Okay, cut the engines. We're going to time warp a little bit till we're over this. It's probably something we've already done. But, you know, just in case. And I'm putting that node down just to give myself an estimate of time. Okay, let's get a crew report. Nothing. We already have shores. Shore still. What are we on now? Shores. Shores? Come on. We have to get it off these shores sometime. Grasslands. Okay, we already have grasslands. And grasslands. Okay. So, I'm going to revert this. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, have a fantastic day.